vacuum. I'm not going to teach you how to do all the AC stuff. Just going to show you how to do this right here. With the machine hooked up like we have here, you can see that we're at about 0. We're not in the negative and we're not under pressure, right? We're pretty much at 0.
Yep.
What we want to do is make sure that there's no leak in the system.
Right.
There's 2 ways to do it. We could shoot a half a pound of Freon into it and watch it go up and destroy our ozone layer. Or we could do the opposite and pull a vacuum on the system.
Right.
And that's what we're going to do. So it's just like if you're at a restaurant and you take your straw and you put it down in your soda and then you put your finger over the end of it and you bring it up, right? If that straw is good and there's no cracks in that straw, it's not going to drop anything out of it. The minute you pull your finger off the end, it's going to, or if it had a crack, it's going to leak. If this has a leak, we're not going to be able to pull it down to 30 inches of vacuum. We're just not going to be able to because it's constantly drawing in more air. So the first thing we have to do is put the system under vacuum.
Yep.
So what we're going to do is we're going to hit the vacuum button and we're going to tell it how long. In this particular case, we only need 10 minutes on there. So we're going to change this to 10 point.
There you go.
And now I'm going to hit enter. And now it needs you to connect and open the HP. You're already connected, so open the 2 valves.
Okay.
Okay, so we're completely open. So now with those open, we're going to hit the enter button. And it's going to start up here in a second. When it does, you're going to watch this gauge. See that gauge pull down and that one pull down? It is now pulling vacuum on the system. When it's down to vacuum and the machine shuts off, we end up watching it for about 10 minutes to make sure it's not going to bleed off.
Right.
And then at that point, we're ready to put the Freon in for the first time.
1.8 pounds of Freon, R134A.
Okay.
Yeah.
If that's what they recommend, that's what we'll do.
Yeah.
Starts putting Freon on the system. See that gauge go up like that? See that gauge coming up like that? Right there, it is put in 0.32 of a pound. And that's going to continue crawling up until it reads 1.8.
1.8,
At which point it'll say disconnect the machine and fire it up.
Fire it up.
So let's just watch that thing for a second. It's going to take it a second to get it through the system to where it can actually feel the registers coming down. So he's got a thermometer that he's putting in one of the registers so we can keep an eye on it. On a day like today, if we can get this into the 30s, that's cold. How's it doing?
It's coming down.
Okay. Got what, 45?
Yeah, about 45.
Moving down towards 40. Right in that 40, 42.
That's there. That's
And
pretty good.
Yeah, it's 39.
There you go.
We're going to call the ball at 39. And that's without driving it down the road, because when you go down the road and you run that air all the way through that condenser like that, it's going to drop even more. Good job.